Hello, good morning, and welcome to this Dawn Busters Taste Challenge. We have from 1975 Caribbean Rum, Rio Silver, produced in the Caribbean islands somewhere and bottled in Weston, Missouri by McCormick Distilling. It's one of their proprietary brands, they say on their website. There's the pink drawing of the Clipper ship, some beautiful medals that this rum probably never won. Got this for $6.99. This liter bottle, $6.99 at Super Discount Store in Chalmette, Louisiana, on Louisiana Highway 47 northbound. Pretty nice store. They had a deal. If you bought two bottles, you got it for $5.99 each. But I didn't want two. I'm glad I didn't buy two. B Aviation, good morning. Good morning to you. Now, the next competitor from 2015 is Cane Run Estate, now known as just Cane Run. The newest bottles say that. Number 12 recipe. Where's the number 11 10 9 8 7 6 5 4 3 2 and 1 recipe? I don't know. Imported rum from Trinidad, bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. So produced for Sazerac and bottled by Sazerac in Louisville, Kentucky. $9.99, great price, right? $9.99 for this 1,750 milliliter bottle. So you got an extra 750 milliliters. So basically, you got an extra bottle of liquor for $3. $6.99 plus an extra bottle, $3 more. Recipe number 1,000,000. Right, whatever, you know, these companies are something else with all of that. Not going to be much of a taste challenge because Ron Rio is such a weird, strange, odd, unusual, and peculiar rum that you're never going to confuse it with anything else. But you can somehow drink it. Woo! I don't know if this is some kind of bad batch or something, but I never smelled or tasted anything like this. Craziness. There's the red cap. Cane Run comes in glass bottles unless you get the little 50 milliliter, you know, the little airplane bottles they call them that they give out on airplanes. Or if you get the handle. It's plastic, but the and maybe the 200 milliliter is plastic. But if you get the 375, the 750, and the liter, it's glass. So the half, the full, and the bonus is glass. And there is a website for it, and I have the link below. I just tried Miller High Life last night after watching your guys' examination. I really like it. Well, that's good news. I'm glad to hear that. Now, here's what they say on Ron Rio rum. Made with 5 times distilled Caribbean rum. And the 750 bottles are really nice. Got an etched shoulder area. Really pretty. Ron Rio rum evokes the relaxed lifestyle in fun of the islands. Available in both medium-bodied gold, which I've never seen, and the lightly sweet silver. Ron Rio rum is made from molasses refined from 100% American sugarcane. So they got American sugarcane, and they get the molasses and make this. Could it be Louisiana sugarcane? Yeah. Could it be produced in Puerto Rico? Probably. All right. But it says imported, so that would mean a non-U.S. territory. Well, actually, does it? Oh, yeah. Ron Rio importers. I don't know. Got a lot left to deal with. They're showing a cocktail. Looks nice. Now, the Cane Run. What do they say about it? Oh, now what other rums does McCormick produce? Let's look real fast. I'm not going to go through Sazerac because it's like 1,000,001. Premium brands, there is no rum. Unless that one is. No, that's Irish Cream. 5 Farms Irish Cream with that flip top cap. Looks nice. There's McCormick Caribbean Rum. Is one of the McCormick family brands. Available in silver and gold. Silver and gold. I've never seen it, but I've seen other McCormick products around here, like the whiskey and the Irish cream and the triple sec proprietary. Vallaca vodka, Pancho Villa tequila, Montego Bay Light Rum, and Gold Rum. 40% alcohol. It's probably very similar to the Ron Rio, but it's called Montego Bay. You would think it'd be from Jamaica, but you never know. And that's about it. Cane Run. Its superior taste is achieved with a masterful blend of fresh light rums. And most of these rums that you buy are blends of different rums of different ages, you see, to get the optimum flavor. And charcoal filtering for crystal clarity. The soft mellow taste makes this classic your best, a classic after 6 years, your best choice, sipped on the rocks, mixed in popular rum drinks, or your own signature cocktails. Is the Caribbean to rum what Kentucky is to bourbon? Yes, that's right. Now, Louisiana is right on the Gulf Coast, so we do have some rum. There's a rum distillery in New Orleans. Can't remember the name of it. It's expensive, so I never bought it. There's Bayou Rum out along Interstate 10 in western Louisiana. It's right off the interstate. You can see it. Get off the exit. They were smart. They put it right by the exit. And you can take tours and everything. They make a black rum, a gold, a silver, and all. And it's cost a lot of money, and I never bought it. Bayou Rum. Not to say I'm against it. You see, with all the sugar cane we've got here, it would make sense that we get a lot of rum. There used to be a rum produced in New Orleans called Pontalba rum. I looked at an old 1930s ad for it. But something happened in the... now they make Ron Pontalba, but that's from the Caribbean. So it was just cheaper, I guess, for Sazerac to have it contract sourced for them. I tried Bayou Rum when I was like 15 years old. I couldn't stand it. Well, see what happened? Should have waited till you were 21. You'd have loved it, I guess. All right, now, here we go. They're both silver. I think the McCormick might be a little more yellowish, but it's not showing up from just a quick glance. This one smells grass. Now, I said the Ron Rio smell like Monsanto Roundup. You say that's a weed killer. I know a rum should not smell like a weed killer. All right. But I was talking and they breathed, and whatever foul nose dissipated. So they're smelling about the same at this point. Grassy, light, white sugar cane juice. You know, clear sugar cane juice. About the same thing. So on appearance, Thai, aroma. At this point, Thai. Now, if I'd have poured it right out and drunk it, different story. But I didn't do that. So I guess a lot of people are letting their rum breathe. They're not just pouring and drinking it down. You say, well, I know some old drunk that. Yeah, well, I'll say most people, not off the track. Let's go with the taste. That's got to be Ron Rio because it has sort of like that. It's not as bad as when I first opened the bottle a year or two ago. Maybe air has gotten in the bottle through the cap and it's cleaned it up. But it tastes like bagasse. Bagasse is the leftover sugarcane stalks. They don't throw them out. They send them to these companies, whatever they are. They manufacture particle board. Like boards that they use on houses, like siding. And it's pretty durable. We had it on our house. Particle board. It will deteriorate after like 30 years. You said so, like you make siding for homes in Louisiana out of cardboard. Yeah, basically. But it's sugarcane stalk cardboard. But it's called bagasse. And it starts to rot. You know, you got all that old juice left over in there and pulp. And it'll be in these big trucks. An 18-wheeler's pulling it, and it's got a big basket, like the thing that holds is like a basket, like a huge basket that would be on an 18-wheeler. And then they send it to some place, refinery or manufacturer that grinds it down, probably pulverize it, makes the particle board. But you'll see it smells so bad in the summer or in the fall, even because, in Louisiana, it'd be hot in October sometimes, very hot. And it'd be flies all over it. We used to say, "Oh, bad gas," and cover our nose. We were kids. And BAGASSE, bad gas. So, which to us was bad gas. It smelled like worse than natural gas. So anyway, they don't waste it, huh? It's bad when it makes you cringe when you drink it. Yeah, no joke. Let's go over here. Yeah, see, now this just tastes like sugar water. You say sugar water, it's rum, dummy. I know, and to me, rum tastes like sugar water. It's like so sweet. Now you want to try the most outlandishly garish and over the top sweet rum in your life. Get the Caliber from Walmart or other stores. Mainly it's Walmart, but other stores have Caliber. I've seen it. In fact, I can prove that. Woo! Talk about rock candy and strawberry shortcake. That thing is craziness. This is not craziness. Just regular old silver rum, like mass-produced, non-craft, commodity on the shelf. I was at Mathern's yesterday, and I asked the girl behind the counter, I said, "Do y'all sell cane run?" She said, "I never heard of that." I got a kick out of that. Well, because it's at some stores, but it ain't at all the stores. Like here or there, but not everywhere. Bacardi, Captain Morgan, everybody's going to sell that. That. But some of these things like this Ron Rio, you'd be lucky to see it anywhere. That's how much of an outlier it is. Rio Rum. Ron Rio means rum river, rum river. Cane Run, I would say in Louisiana, it's probably like 55-45. 55% of the places will have it these days. 45% won't. Whereas Bacardi is 100-0. I mean, there's a 100% chance you'll see it, and there's a 0% chance you won't if you're at a liquor store or a liquor. And of course, in Louisiana, we don't really have liquor stores. We just have stores that everybody sells liquor. But there is a liquor store here in this town. They opened it last year. I don't think it's going to make it. How are they going to make it? Who's going to make a special trip over there when you could just go to Walmart? Now, one thing in their advantage is it is at the front of a neighborhood. Pretty big neighborhood, subdivision. And the people that live there might just go to that store because it's at the front by the highway, and instead of going to Winn-Dixie or going to Mathern's or going to Walmart to get liquor. So yeah, they might go there to Jam's Bottle Up. But otherwise, I don't see anybody else going there. I went in there. They don't really have too much. I mean, their beer selection is minimal. Their liquor selection is growing, but it's minimal. And the prices are no better, not really worse, but no better than Walmart or Winn-Dixie. So I just wouldn't go there. All right. No knock against it. Ron, I got so disheartened. This is David Cassidy talking. I got so disheartened with the Bass Ale that I went out yesterday afternoon and got a 6-pack of Brooklyn Black Chocolate Stout to drown my sorrows. That's funny. I miss Bass Stout. They didn't have that, but for it seemed like a week. And he even had a Bass IPA that was made in New York, Baldwinsville, New York. Random question. What's the difference between the North Shore and the South Shore of New Orleans area? Is the North Shore purely suburban? The difference is that the North Shore, the towns north of Lake Pontchartrain on the North Shore, and the South Shore is the towns on the south side of the lake. Yeah, there's no cities in the north. It's just towns. Big towns, like 20,000 people, but they're not cities. Nobody would stop there in Covington and say, "Look at this city." No one's going to say that. They're going to say, well, we stopped in this town to eat lunch on our road trip. In New Orleans, at the South Shore, is the city of Louisiana, southeastern Louisiana at least. Baton Rouge, the next one. So that's the difference. But they both have beaches. I've swam in both. South Shore, Southwest Shore, North Shore beaches. All right. Lots of boats, sailboats, restaurants. Just things you would normally see in a coastal area, right? If you went to Florida, Texas, Alabama, Mississippi, you'd see the same stuff. A lot of shrimp boats and whatnot. All right. I am happy that the Ron Rio has mellowed out over the last 2 years, because when I first popped that bottle, it was bad news. It's going on 3 years now. It was really bad. It was monstrously strange. But air, you see, they say, well, air can affect liquor and beer and ruin it. Well, in this case, wasn't anything to ruin. So it actually helped it. You say, well, it got oxidized, whatever. Whatever it got oxidized, nitrogenized, hydrogenized, whatever anized, I don't know. But I've been told in the heat of the day a man died of cold. Well, look, it got better. So now it's tolerable, and actually it has some little grassy qualities to it, and it's even grassier than the cane run. So what have I been saying about cane run all along? It's grassy, it's peppery, it's kind of harsh. And I mean black pepper, but not in a heat way, not in a heat wave. But compared to the McCormick, it's more sugary, see? So this is the sugar, that's the grass. This is the sugar, and that's the grass. All right. Yeah, North Shore seems pretty disconnected from New Orleans. No, it's not really. It's part of the New Orleans culture, because half the people living on the North Shore came from New Orleans. But they moved to the North Shore to get away from the city for various reasons, going back to 1954, wink, wink, nod, nod. But there's a causeway bridge, one of the longest bridges in the world, that connects Mandeville to New Orleans, Metairie, which is next to New Orleans. And there's the Highway 11 bridge, the original North Shore bridge. But it's under construction right now, so you can't cross it. It was started by a private company. It was a private bridge, actually. It was a private bridge. You had to pay a toll to cross it. But I think the company went out of business, so they sold it to the state. Then there's the Interstate 10 bridge, the new bridge that they built after Hurricane Katrina knocked down the old bridge. Yeah, Hurricane Katrina knocked down the interstate bridge. The waves were so strong, it just knocked the bridge down. Can you imagine being I think some people were killed driving. Why would you be driving on the interstate during a Hurricane Katrina anyway? And secondly, I could be wrong. I might be thinking of Pensacola Bridge that was knocked down, but it was knocked down. They rebuilt it much higher off the sea level. Would it help? I don't know. The wind wouldn't knock it down, but those waves could. I guess it wouldn't go that high, but I don't know. Then there's the so they got causeway, two north and south spans, the 1956 and then the 1969 edition. Then there's the 11 bridge, US 11. Then 10, you got the east, northeast and northwest spans, northeast and south, you know what I'm saying, angle span. Then south of that, the last bridge is the US Highway 90 connecting New Orleans to the North Shore. And it really does change. Now you're talking about the difference. The culture is different to some good extent. We can't go into all of that on the video, but certainly the landscape is different. If you're in New Orleans on Interstate US Highway 90, it's all swamp. I mean, it's swamp and marshland, grass, water, trees, a little bit of trees, oak, hardwood, water, and you can see out. There's the water, and well, past that is the Gulf of Mexico, so you're very close to the Gulf. Pelicans everywhere and all that. You cross the new 90 bridge, The old one was torn down after Katrina because it was so wrecked by Hurricane Katrina, but it was falling apart anyway. The new 90 bridge, modern, big bridge. As soon as you cross to the North Shore, pine trees, more solid ground, solid, like even at some points it'll start being hilly. You say hills, yes, not like you thinking of Tennessee, but that is the beginning of it. And then pine trees. So you have a different soil and different foliage. So it is interesting because that's part of the continental shelf, basically. The south of the lake is all land built up by the Mississippi River, alluvial soil. So it's soft and it will wash away with all these levees and seawalls. See, the only way that land was ever built up is because the Mississippi River flooding it and leaving soil. But these American engineers, Army Corps of Engineers, got these bright ideas, which were wrong, by the way. We're going to build levees and river control systems. And now, what's the big story? Oh, the land is washing away. The land is washing away. Well, why not? It's not being replenished by the water, leaving soil behind. So the waves didn't stop. The ocean still makes waves, which wash away the sand. Takes a long time, of course, but it will work. So who caused Louisiana to start washing away? You say climate change. Wrong. Mankind, by interfering with the natural cycle of nature. All right. Which one do I prefer? It's hard to say. I guess it's sort of a personal preference question here. Now, 2 years ago, clearly Ron Rio would have lost every contest. You say, well, maybe the Ron Rio was stored improperly. Could be an old bottle that was stored in the heat in direct sunlight, and it affected the I was about to say whiskey, the rum, and then it needed air to dissipate and get. And I had it in a more climate controlled area, and all that. Could be. I'm not a scientist, so I really can't answer scientific questions. I mean, I could answer them, but they wouldn't be scientific answers. And could be something like that. The cane run is fresh, so you don't have those issues. So we'll think maybe it's that. So is this the Ron Rio? Yes, it is. Haha, and this is the cane run. So I'll say shop price, and in my case, it's about the same price. So are you going to get cane run for $9.99 a handle bottle? No, you're not. You're going to get it for $18.99. Is it worth $18.99? Which is only about $2 less than Captain Morgan White. Oh, yeah, I would say it's worth it. I'd buy it. Yeah, why not? Heck, buy it. Would I go higher than that? No, I would not. Would I go searching for it? Go try to track it down? Nah, you can look it up. If you look on the website, I'll put the link below. There's a product locator. It will tell you what stores have it in your area. And if that doesn't work, you can call the number. They'll tell you on the phone. Sazerac will definitely. There's one thing about Sazerac. I think they open up in about 2 hours. Their headquarters, which is in Buffalo Trace in Frankfort, Kentucky. They will tell you what stores have in your area. All you need is a zip code. They'll say, okay, hold on a minute. They're typing it in. Oh, no, it's closest is 125 miles, whatever. But if it's in your town, they'll tell you who's got it, and they'll tell you when they first got it or when they stopped carrying it. Like they were telling me about this product. Oh, wait, do you want to know? They said, oh, well, the last time they received a shipment was October 2014. I said, yeah. He said, they might still have some on the shelf now, but you could call them. I said, okay. So, but they didn't have it. That was James Fox, Canadian. I found it somewhere else. So Actually, I found it at Savannah Discount. Sazerac Company is the reason I discovered Savannah Discount. That's right, because they told me, oh, Savannah Discount has it on the shelf. I called them to double check. The guy said, yeah, we got it. I said, I don't know what Savannah Discount is. I looked it up on Google. There it was. I said, boy, that's so far away, way down that highway. I said, well, let me go check it out because it could be worth checking out. And I read reviews. They were saying, oh, you got to go here. People kept talking about, oh, it's amazing. I said, how could this little convenience store look like it used to be? It is a convenience store, actually, technically, because they do sell snacks and milk and whatever. But, you know, it's really a liquor store. But I went there and I called my friend David. I said, you got to see this place. You ain't going to believe it. I said, you ain't going to believe it. You will not believe it. It's unbelievable. What's the most amazing liquor store I've ever been to? Savannah Discount. I've been to liquor stores all over the United States. Ain't nothing like that. And Robert, the Whiskey Scout, can testify because he went there and he said, this is it. This is the place. He said, if I lived down here, I'd go broke. It's always crowded with people because everybody has learned about it and they search it out and they know about it and they go there. And it's amazing. And Discount Depot is almost as amazing. And International Market is almost as amazing as that. Sorry for my tardiness and absence, Ron. Jeep and Foodie says. Well, I mean, you're not required to watch these. Do a taste challenge with actual sugar water mixed with Everclear and cane run. That's actually not a bad idea. Did you evacuate out when Katrina hit? Yes, but I did not evacuate until 4 in the morning. Because I said, it ain't gonna be that bad. You know, this is my mentality. And about 3:30, the electricity went off, which is normal. I said, oh, well, I don't care. And I went to turn the water on, no water. I said, well, I care about that. I can't deal with no water. So I drove to my grandmother's house, and she's far, well, she was about 45 miles northwest. So you figure it wouldn't flood there. Well, the wind was bad. I heard trees coming down where she lived out in the woods in the swamp, south of Baton Rouge. Like, really, it is a swamp where she lived. Bayou Paul Road and Spanish Lake and all that. Talk about deep woods. You want to be in the deep, but they got people live out there. No joke. Beautiful houses too, like mansions almost. But it's way out in the woods. All right, and then once the sun came out, I said, well, let me go home. It's all over now. And I drove back, and they wouldn't let us come back for a while. And then they opened it up, and everything was like tore up around here with wind damage. But it was, you know, minor. The insurance company paid for my roof to get fixing up. But yeah, and so, yeah, I evacuated for, let's say, 8 hours. Still evacuated. I still left. It was the best time to leave. There was no traffic on the highway. As the storm was approaching and the wind was picking up, I could see things coming down. I said, I hope a tree doesn't fall on the highway. And it was blowing that Mustang here and there. But Ford Mustang. But I said, if I ever evacuate again, I'm going to wait till the storm is hitting the shore, coming on shore. Then everybody else done left already, and there's no traffic. I was like the only car on the highway. I might have seen 2 or 3 other cars. I stopped at the Waffle House in Gonzales, Louisiana. And they had some people that had left Chalmette. And they were saying, we're really scared, you know, because Chalmette's right on the coast. And of course, that town was devastated. My aunt's house was destroyed. Her and her husband's house were destroyed. Had like 12 feet of water above the roof. Like 5 feet of mud, and it was destroyed and it's tore down. But anyway, enough of that. This is not a Katrina video. How's the weather today, Maxwell? Sunny, partly cloudy and very humid and warm. Yeah, it's humid. Like you could sweat just walk outside to look at what the weather's like. You start sweating. So very sweaty weather. Thanks for watching this video production. Been 30 minutes. Be back probably not till Tuesday for another taste challenge, Dawn Busters. But thank you, everybody.